Welcome back, everybody. Today, we have a mini of the week, and that mini is a Warrior of Rohan, specifically one of the new sculpts from the Battle of Edoras box. So, let's get right into it. Putting this mini together was incredibly fun. It was more like Warhammer 40k, where you actually have to glue individual pieces together instead of the normal Lord of the Rings sprue, where it's just you cut them off, you glue them into the base, and you might have to put a shield on or something. These models, you're gluing every piece together. It's a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. So starting off, we're just hitting all the leather areas with some Rhinox hide. I like Rhinox hide. It's a really good base because it's a dark brown, but it's not too dark, and it has like a purplish hue to it. I like it a lot. So hitting all the leather areas with that. And then once we're done here, we're going to go and hit all the greens. So that'd be the cloak and the shield. So I've been able to play a couple of games of the new Rule Edition that just came out with my Rohan models. And I got to tell you, taking Rohan Warriors is actually viable now, and I am here for it. Especially with these new models, not only do I get to paint them, but I get to play with them and feel good about doing it. So I'm excited for that. One thing I've always loved to paint when it comes to minis is shields. And these shields, top 5. Actually, taking that back. Top 2 favorite shields I've ever painted. The decals, like the raised decal on this is just amazing and so easy to paint around. It's incredible. And for those of you returning from the Mini of the Month video, I appreciate you stopping in again. If you dropped any comments on that video, I appreciate it as well. I've created a running list of suggestions from you guys, from techniques I should try, things I need to do. One of the big ones on my list is non-metallic metals. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I can get a video together showing my ability or inability to do non-metallic metals. So yeah, drop some comments on this video. Let me know what you like. If there's something I'm doing that you're gonna steal and put into your toolbox, or if there's something you think I can do better, or a trick that you think might help my models look that much better. From there, it's going into all the lighter leather materials. So that's going to be like the belt and the wrist wrappings. So we're going to go in and just hit all those areas with a leather brown. We're also going to use the same color for the hair as a base coat. We're going to go in with some speed paints to make the hair more blonde later, but we're going to start with a leather brown base coat. Now getting back to the shield, we're going to do an ivory over the raised area of the shield. What this is going to do, once it dries, it's going to cover up any overspill that we had from putting the green onto the shield. It's going to crisp up the lines. It's going to make it a little bit more noticeable in contrast to that green. And it's just going to create a little bit more of an off-white look, so more of a used shield look, so not just that crisp white. And then we're using a gold speed paint to pick out all the gold details. So that's going to be like the hilt and pommel of the sword, that central metal piece of the shield, and then the raised trimmings of the helmet down into the face guard. Now that we have all the base coating done, it's on to the next step, which is the heavy dry brushing. So we're going to use an olive drab to go over all the green pieces. That's going to be the shield and the cloak. We want to focus mainly on the raised areas, but we do want to get some of this color down into the recesses. Next, for the brown, we're going to use that same leather brown color that we used for the leather wrappings, but we're going to use that as a dry brush over all the brown pieces and the bottom of the cloak to kind of add like a dirty effect. Next is everybody's favorite part, Nuln Oil. We're going to take that delicious, delicious sauce, the nectar that makes everybody's mini painting that much better. We're going to apply this to all the metal pieces. So it's going to be the helmet, sword, the center of the shield, and the scale mail. You will notice almost immediately by putting just Nuln Oil over the metal, specifically the scale mail, it makes it look incredible. The quality difference from just putting paint versus putting paint and Nuln Oil is kind of crazy to me. We're also going to put some Nuln Oil on the cloak. Very light coating, just one coat, kind of dirty the cloak up a little bit. Goal of these models is to have them look pristine, but in a battle-worn way, right? Like if they were to be clean, they would be immaculate, but they're in battle. So they're a little grungy, they're dirty, they're not at a parade standard, if you will. So going back in and picking out all those raised areas on the shields again, because we did do a dry brush and some of that hit those raised areas. So that's it. Model's done. Tabletop ready. So we'll look at a side-by-side with this model and another one I've completed of the same set, same pose. And you'll be able to see what they're going to look like when you start grouping them together. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on the next video. If you enjoyed the video but you don't want to hit subscribe, go ahead and drop me a like. It's free for you. It helps me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. Well, until next time, have a good one.